Hey everyone. You think Divinity was the best game about environment? Divinity did a really good job with it. Divinity 2 is the only one I played.
Why must my people be so stubborn?
Hey guys, this is going to be the last 30 minutes of today's stream. I have some work I need to do today. Yeah, sure. Why not? The district displays a layout of district and its key points of interest. While exploring, chests, rest points, vendors, and other interactables will be discovered and marked on the map. Anytime you can navigate the region map, you can get a better look at the surrounding districts. You may freely navigate district maps that you've discovered while exploring. Okay. Okay, yeah, the treasure chest appeared. No. I mean, you're right, but also wrong. Games shouldn't be made like that. I feel like in a tactics game, everybody should be on an equal playing field. One of the things I did like about triangle strategy, kinda. Enemies had the perfect idea of where follow attacks could be done from, whereas it was never clear for me as the player, especially with ranged people. But games want to win sometimes too. I mean, yes, of course. But they should do so within the confines of the rules set in by the game, not just make up rules for the player, or that are against with the player. Wild Gunner. Sorrowful. I'm pretty sure this enemy is literally in Night War. Battle Chasers Night War. Things were bad under Gangplank's rule. But is this really better with Misfortune? Sometimes it feels like we just traded one brutal captain for another. Do you think Fortune's higher? I'd love to be a soldier of Fortune. No, they're not. Rich captains live up high, but they dock down here at us at the waterline with the rest of us. You hear that, Faye? Rich captains, they may live up high, but they dock down there.
Where can I find the Blood Harbor Ripper?
Who's asking?
I am Illaoi, truth bearer of Nagakaboros, champion of the Guru.
Sure, lady. And I'm the River King, Tom Kench. Buzz off. I'm trying to relax.
Perhaps a display of strength will change your mind.
Sorry. I try not to get into fights with strange women in bars.
So, you're unworthy, or just afraid?
You
Afraid.
see this sword? I've run it through hundreds of men, most bigger than you. So how about you go on home?
I thought you would be stronger.
Oh shit, she made that guy her bitch. Wait, who do you dock with? Do you dock with the same? Alright, so we got Tentacle Slash. And we have Tentacle Barrier. She's got Heal and Heals per extra technical. Strike the target for double damage. Okay. Well, let's just do this for now. She's not hit very hard. Oh, she's only level 1 though.
You are nothing.
Oh, they hamstringed me. What? I want it to be my turn.
down fighting.
This is destiny.
That'll teach you. One down.
What? You didn't kill anyone? What do you mean one down? It's like I'm fighting in that area from Battle for Azeroth with the storm mages. Docking is boring. You've done it once. Didn't really find any pleasure. We were both circumcised. It might have been more exciting if one or both of the guys aren't circumcised. I feel like that's probably true. Alright, we got a new ability. Healing Mist. Heal all allies for 39 health. Excellent. I guess I can see that.
Is that all you have? I was just starting to enjoy myself. The blood harbor you come. Tell me.
No one I know has actually seen him. Rumor is he stalks the alleys around the Warrens. They say he ain't alive. Not really.
Not alive.
He is skinned like a corpse. Cold. And his eyes are empty. Like a body pulled up from the sea.
They just described Tiamat to the T.
You are trapped between life and death. An affront to the goddess.
He, has a thing for captains. Find a captain and the Ripper won't be far behind, they say.
Thank you, little man.
Hey, you, want to stay a while? I never drank with a priestess before.
You break too easily.
Especially in 1,200 years when the only thing left from our civilization is Miro's YouTube channel and future archaeologists are wondering what the fuck docking is. When Gangplank died, I burned my jagged hooks gear. I know which way the wind is blowing. Welcome to our humble establishment. I tell you more, make yourself at home, but that's liable to do you more harm than good. What's it look like to you? This here's the captain's bar, straight from port. Men come here and sit while they lose their sea legs. Aye, our rates aren't for the meager, so the riffraff won't be gracing us with their presence. Helps draw a more established crowd. Have you heard of the Ripper? Who hasn't? Has a taste for seafaring captains. Near as anyone can tell, you'll find the remains spilling into the sea after he's done a fair night's work. I think myself safe being a bartender and all, though nary anyone could predict what a wild dog would do when backed up against the corner. Saying, tell us the story about how you did docking. Like, how did that come about? What made you want to try it? Scared me half to death. Oh, I think I had too much of Marion's dark rum last night. Noxus wine is decent, but it's nothing on Bilgewater brews. Our misfortune drinks blood. That's how her hair is that red. No, she's just related to Radigan. So Faye, that's what I was thinking earlier. Is the art style is very much the same.
Langi friends simply wish to learn Burton tradition. Let us search the Warrens nearby.
That's what I was thinking earlier. Is that it is very much a similar game to Battle Chasers, and the art style is almost like identical. So I'm thinking that they were made by the same people. Zane says the internet told you it was fun. Okay, but like, did you just like go pick some random person up, or were you just like in school at the time and were you like, hey, yo, let's go behind the bleachers and dock? And your friend was like, what's docking? And you're like, let me share you some knowledge on that. You know? so I can jump in after raid. It won't let me go that way. Okay. Who does he think he is? I've held more horror eels than he's had hot meals. The trick isn't finding the beast or the harpooning it. The trick is surviving the Bilgewater slave ride. Yeah, hunters think they're too good to call the wharf rats. I like the thing there. I don't like how fast dialogue goes by though. You were at a glory hole in an Arby's and you just saw it through the hole? Oh, so kind of like, oh shit, I got party members now.
They will learn or they will die.
Cleansing debuffs. Fighters have special status effects. Buffs, positive effects, and debuffs, negative effects applied to them. You can remove debuffs by cleansing them. The Buru allies in your party have a cleanse ability. You can also consume a cleansing potion if available. Alright.
Here it comes.
Dude, what the fuck?
Aw, that's it?
Yeah, that's it. Do you think Yarodovich would like this chick? That's also how you met PM at. Was it the Glory, or was it at the Arby's you worked at?
Does that hurt? That'll teach you.
Was she giving or receiving the docking? Valid questions.
Ha!
Alright, we got some gold, we got 140 XP, we got white essence, we got Merc Wolf's hide scraps. That might be enough to level up. Nope, not quite. Almost though. The Visionary, 2 of 3. Diary. Passage to the Shadow Isles is proving expensive. Bilgewater sailors do not willingly approach its shores. Treasure hunters traveling to the Isles instead pay for passage to supply stations near the archipelago. They bring their own small skiffs and use those to navigate through the black mist to the isle themselves. I have been forced to adopt the same process and to pay treasure hunter rates. The ship which brought me to the supply station, the Daring Darling, they call it, cost me more than what I made on my last commission in Demacia. I'm spending a week docked here at the inn teaching myself to sail a small skiff. It's grueling work, and nearly too much for my sheltered frame. But at least it's offering me some unusual views, trying to keep my hopes high. All will go well, that's the attitude to have. I got a Ring of Resolve and a weighted brass idol. Okay. I lose 3 physical defense, but gain 8 stamina and 36 attack power. I think, and 40 health. I think it's worth the 3 defense. And we get a Ring of Resolve, which gives us just straight up stamina and damage. Alright. Was she giving or receiving the docking? Fair enough. But yeah, Sin, was this the Arby's that you worked at, or?
I don't scare, I don't tire, and I don't stop.
Look at our allies here. This is it. You fucking asshole. Oh, she stunned them.
Fight me!
Lucky shot.
The Harbies in Redacted when you went to fist fight Wintrig. Ability upgrades unlocked. Ability upgrades unlocked. Can activate upgrades for Illaoi in... Aha. Yeah, alright, let's see this. Champions have a unique set of abilities used in combat encounters and exploration. Abilities used in combat will display mana cost, target count, and casting speed. Instant, passive, or in lane abilities can be upgraded using upgrade points. Selecting any of these will open up the upgrade menu. New abilities will be unlocked as a champion levels up, increasing the breadth of combat strategies over time. Active dungeon abilities are only used while exploring. These do not have a mana cost and will trigger a combat encounter when they hit an enemy target. Triggering a combat encounter with a dungeon ability will have various benefits based on the champion chosen. Some will even apply debuffs to the enemies at the start of combat. Passive dungeon abilities give champions unique exploration skills that can open up paths, secrets, and rewards. Be creative with each champion's tools to successfully navigate the wilderness dangers. Okay, so we can... Sure. Ability upgrades can be activated with available upgrade points. Each active upgrade will apply an additive effect that will alter the characteristics of the ability. Upgrades are broken into tiers, which are unlocked progressively as the champion levels up. Each tier consists of 2 ability upgrades. Only 1 upgrade per tier can be active at a time. When an upgrade in a tier is active, the following tier will become powered up, allowing further upgrades to become activated. You may disable an upgrade at any time to return to the point back to the total pool. Disabling an upgrade in a lower tier will disable all other upgrades in higher tiers, since they will no longer be powered up. Okay, so you can mix and match as you so choose. So increases tentacle spawn chance to 100%. Okay. Increases the number of tentacle spawn to 2. It makes this take an additional 10%. Increases magic damage reduction, physical damage reduction, okay, by 10%, or magic damage, okay. Spawns a tentacle every 3 turns. Tentacles deal 2.5 true damage to a random enemy on each of Illaoi's twins for 5 turns. Max 5 tentacle spawns. Tentacles spawn every 2 turns instead of every 3. Increases max tentacles to 6 from 5. Alright, that could be good. Increased tasking time to long, but increased casting time to long, but increases base healing to 95. So you get 25 additional healing. Okay. Has a 50% chance to spawn a tentacle. Consumes a tentacle to deal an additional consumes a tentacle to deal an additional 13 damage. Reduces mana cost by 32%. That could actually be good. And healing mist. Reduces mana cost by 50%. Heals each target for an additional 5. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with this. There we go. Anyway, can I actually upgrade these as well? No. Okay. You only went there looking for glory holes. How many armies have had glory holes then that made you think, man, I should be checking these for glory holes? The tentacles have begun to rot. Shrines provide boons that trigger in the following combat. I got Shrine of Healing. Alright. I start with a tentacle now.
Are you worthy?
Are you worthy? After interacting with a shrine, you'll be granted a boon, which appears as a special initiative bar region during the next combat encounter. Fighters in your party that are inside the region will receive buffs when it reaches the front of the initiative bar. Don't worry if enemies make their way into the region. Boons only affect your party members. Okay, so negative effects only affect me, but boons do as well. Alright, that's a little more acceptable. That's unfair. That's bullshit. But the negative effects also affect me. Only affect me. Well, I'm sure enemies can get buffs. Don't worry about that. Don't worry
You're
about that
gonna
right now.
bleed.
Yeah, don't worry about that right now. Negative effects only affecting you is acceptable. Super rude is saying. Super rude. Remember that time that Brooke Shields farted on Blue Lagoon? That is a positive effect. Yeah. I once farted on the set of Blue Lagoon. Just fucking slaps her. So, Faye, what issues are you having with Kingdom Hearts so far? We got 3 enemies this time.
Now you face a truth bearer.
Oh, I stunned him. Cool. Bleed times 2? Well, that's not good. He's got bleed times 4 on him.
You think you're worthy?
The jump button, that sounds off. I don't remember the jumps being a particular issue, but maybe. I remember the jump being a little jank, so I guess that makes sense. I think they fixed the camera a little bit in that the camera now at least makes you invisible when it zooms in behind you. Practice with it a bit more, but it used to make it so that you just zoomed in on Sora's back and you couldn't see a fucking thing. A squatter keeps to themselves. Which was far more frustrating.
All things in motion.
Multi-wave battle. Maybe we can stun him. Nope. No go. But I did summon 2 tentacles, so there's that. You hamstringed me, you fuck!
Quite a hit.
Ooh, look at that!
This makes me smile.
There's also no direction. You find yourself wandering back and forth until you hit the right room to move the story along. I don't remember Kingdom Hearts being that particularly hard to figure out where to go. So I'd say keep with it. Okay, that's not true. Traverse Town is particularly unclear on what you need to do to go to progress forward. Generally speaking, though, the rest of the game is mostly pretty decent. I don't know, I like most of the worlds. Deep Jungle is probably the one I dislike the most. But Travis Town can be a bit annoying to figure it out.
Now you're in for it.
Oh, she jumped into the power lane. Fucker. Get rid of one of them.
The truth.
I actually didn't mind Alice's world once I understood how to get through there properly, but it can be a bit confusing. Oh, that's okay, Faye. I also hate the gummy ship.
Embrace motion.
I feel like the gummy ship doesn't really add anything worthwhile to the game. At the same time, it's not that bad either. I ended up not getting the platinum for the game because they wanted me to go get like max on all of the hard gummy modes, and I was like, I don't want to do that. Okay, so it looks like we can't go any further till later anyway. So let's do something with this one because we're going to be using this attack a lot. Let's do 100% chance to spawn. Yeah, the platinum, they changed the platinum to later entries that you only have to do one mission, I think, at with max fucking, what's the word I'm thinking of here? Do it like perfect a perfect run through like the harder gummy mode missions instead of all of them, so I might go back and do it eventually. But the game overall is very good, but it is very, very obvious that it was a PS2 game. Which at the time you wouldn't notice because, you know, PS2. But now that we have been spoiled with more modern stuff, it's like very obvious it is a PS2 game. Ah, haste and attack power. Alright. Exactly, and I don't really like, as much as I like Kingdom Hearts 2, or Kingdom Hearts, I don't like it enough to go through and platinum it. Alright guys, we're going to save here, and this is where I'm going to be done for today. You can tell it's a PS2 game because the disc doesn't work in my PS4. Yeah, exactly.